Morning. Uh, Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to see you in this beautiful day. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Angela Ransiatruni, and I'm students of Public Administration in Diponegoro University. Today, I want to talk about public policy. First, I will explain about what is public policy. Uh, there's a few definitions of public policy from the experts. So the first is Thomas Dye. Public policy depends on what government wants to do. So this understanding explains that public policy is a matter of an action. Public policy is not about a statement of the desire of official or the government. Besides that, the government choice not to do something is also public policy because it has the same effect or impact as the government choice to do something. The second is from Safrit and Russell. Public policy is whatever government decides to do or not to do. Is the same with Thomas. Their opinion explained that public policy is about governments to do, but also what governments not to do. The third is from Chandler and Pliner. Public policy is the strategic use of existing resources to solve public or government problems. And the last is from James E. Anderson. Public policies developed by government. So from the definitions from the expert, we can conclude that public policy is a decision made by government or a strategy for using existing resources to solve citizen and government problems in the form of a decision either in regulation or statement, in the form of political or government speech or draft. A policy must have program in accordance with existing values and regulation, the stages to achieve the goal. Public policies are made by the government or what are often called public policy actors. So next, I will I'm going to explain what the benefit and the purposes of public policy. So for the purpose, the first one is creating order in society. Second is protecting citizen rights. And the third is realizing citizen welfare. So that if everything is fulfilled, then peace and harmony will be created. And next is what the benefit of public policy. So the first is development of science. In this context, scientists can place public policy as the dependent variable, thereby trying to determine the influence variable. The second is improving practitioner professionalism. The third is useful for political purposes. And then the next, since the public policy meant for solve problems, there's a research for public policy when COVID-19 happened in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic has had many impacts on Indonesia in terms of health, education, politics, and the economy, causing problems in the current state of the country. Then the government needs the right policy to solve the problem. Appropriate policy research is needed. Research is carried out using quantitative. The method uses data from BPS, the Ministry of Finance BNPB, scientific journals, mass media, and the data was taken over a time span from March 2020 to July 2020. This research does not use hypotheses, but only describes information according to the facts. Okay. Based on research, Michael Howard and Ben Kasher, policies are actions which contain goals and the means to achieve them. They focus on public policies made by government that affect and influence every nation state or a substantial jurisdiction. That action concerns government decision to act or not to act. Second, based on research and Hassel, public policy is a set of decisions by government and other political actors to influence, change, or frame a problem or issue that has been recognized as in the politics. Based on research Adam, public policy may refer to what government intends to do to achieve certain goals. Public policy should mean actual resource allocation presented by projects and programs designed to respond public problems. Based on research Ali Dasraipa, public policy is process about selecting strategies and making choices. Public policy making includes some steps. Based on research Rune Alvik, public policy refers to any action taken by public bodies in order to enforce highway safety. They focus on public design to improve safety. Based on research Maria del Carmen Reyes, public policy expresses the goals, decision, and action by the government for political, social, and economic management. They focus on policies to be formulated by establishing close connection with academics, the responsible politics, and society. So from what I explained and the opinion of from the expert, we can conclude that public policy are definitely needed by the state to solve existing problems. Public policy itself has a definition of which is a decision taken to deal with a situation or problem, which contains certain values and provision on goals, ways and means to achieve them. For example, the regulation when pandemic COVID-19 happened by the policy made out to solve problem because pandemic COVID-19. The decision made must fulfill the expectation, demands and needs of the community so their property, order and sense of security will be created in the future. Therefore, policy making and implementation are very important. However, in terms of policy implementation, there are obstacles that can be identified by several research methods that qualitative and quantitative. The policy pandemic COVID-19 case, the government will still have obstacles for the implementation. So, with this research, hope that knowing the hope, this research, hope that government knowing this obstacle will create expectation for both the community and the government. So there are references that I use from my presentation. Yeah, so that's a final my presentation. So thank you for your all attention. So I hope what I explained, what I presentation that can get the benefit from the future. Bye bye.